Hey students, this is your hint video for lesson 3.1, algebraic expressions. All right, so to start with, I'm going to do number 9. We'll identify the terms and the like terms in the expression. So for the terms, we're just going to list every term we see. And in this case, where there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. And we need to be careful that we're listing them as correctly as either positive or negative. So to do that, I'm going to start by writing this as a sum of terms. In other words, all addition. So 1.4y plus 5, that was already addition. Instead of minus 4.2, I'm going to write plus negative 4.2. Instead of minus 5y squared, I'm going to write plus negative 5y squared. And then this part was already written as addition. Now that I have this written as addition, I can list all of my terms. So my terms here are 1.4y, 5, negative 4.2, negative 5y squared, and z. That's my list of terms. And then the like terms, I need to look for, let's see, how many of those terms are constants. And so I see 5 and negative 4.2. Those are constants, so those are like terms. So 5 and negative 4.2 are like terms. And then I'm looking at my variable terms. I see one term that has a y, but there's no other ones that have y. There's one term that has y squared, but there are no other ones. And there's one term that has z, and there are no other z terms. So these two terms, the constants, are my only two like terms. All right, the next couple problems, we need to simplify the expressions. So we're looking for those like terms, and we're going to combine the terms that are like. So I'm going to start by writing this as a sum of terms again, because I think that helps with simplifying as well. Okay, now this is written as all addition, and I'm going to go ahead and combine my y terms. Those are right here. So let's see, 2/5 y minus 9/10 y. I could think of this 2/5 y as 4/10 y minus or plus negative 9/10 y. So that's negative 5/10 y or negative 1/2 y plus, now I'm going to combine my constant terms. Negative 4 plus positive 7 is 3. So my simplified expression is negative 1/2 y plus 3. All right, next I have this expression that I can see is going to involve the distributive property. I need to distribute this 5. Before I do so, though, I'm going to take care of this subtraction symbol. I'm going to change this to addition. That's going to help make sure that I distribute properly. So here I have 4p plus negative 5 times p plus 6. So when I distribute, I'm actually going to distribute a negative 5. So now I have 4p plus negative 5p, that's negative 5 times p. And then I need to distribute my negative 5 to the 6 as well. So this is plus negative 30. Now when I combine my terms, I have negative p plus negative 30. And actually in simplified form, I'm going to put that back to subtraction now that I'm done simplifying the terms. So I have negative p minus 30 is my simplified expression. All right, my next question asks me to take a look at two different expressions and determine whether they are equivalent. So we're going to simplify those two expressions and see if they simplify to the same expression. So here I have 8x squared plus 3 times x squared plus y. That's my first expression. And the other one is 7x squared plus 7y plus 4x squared minus 4y. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the first one. Let's distribute that 3 first. So we have 8x squared plus 3x squared plus 3y. And I can combine my x squared terms to 11x squared plus 3y. Now let's go ahead and simplify the second one. I don't need to distribute anything in this one, but I can combine my x squared terms. 7x squared plus 4x squared is 11x squared. So far that's the same. And my y terms, I have 7y minus 4y, or I could think of that as 7y plus negative 4y. So that's positive 3y. So these two terms are the same because when we simplify them, we get the same expression. All right, my next problem is talking about this banner, and it says write an expression in simplest form that represents the area of the banner. Now we know that area is length times width. So our area here will have, I'm going to do width times length, 3 times 3 plus x. Now we need to simplify this so that our area equals, we'll distribute that 3, 9 plus 3x, and my units here is square feet because I had 3 feet times 3 plus x feet, so my area should be in square feet. All right, my next problem is similar. It says to draw a diagram that shows how the expression can represent the area of a figure and then simplify. So this will be kind of the same idea that we'll have one side of a rectangle, the width, that's going to be 5. It doesn't tell us what those units are, so it could be 5 inches, 5 feet. And then the other one is 2 plus x plus 3. So I could kind of think of this as like 3 different sections. So when I find the area, I'm saying it's 5 times 2 plus x plus 3. When I distribute that 5, I have 5 times 2, which is 10. That's the area of this section here. Plus 5 times x is 5x. That's the area of this section. Plus 5 times 3 is 15. That's the area of this section. Then I can simplify that. That's 5x plus 25. So we have one more problem that has to do with area. And we're going to see if we can find the area of just the gold portion of this flag or this poster board. So our area of the gold part will be the area of the entire poster. So that's 20 times 12 minus whatever the area of that red part is. Okay, so let's think about the area of the red part. Let me use a different color besides red so you can see what I'm doing here. Let's talk about this part first. So we need to subtract 20x, that's the area of this part here, minus, let's subtract the area of this part, that's 12x, but when we did that, we actually subtracted this middle part twice, right? This middle part here, we just subtracted twice. So let's add that back in once, and that's x squared. That way we've only subtracted that little part twice. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify this. 20 times 12 is 240 minus 20x minus 12x plus x squared. I could write this as all addition, plus negative 20x plus negative 12x plus x squared. And I can combine my like terms, which are these x terms. So I have 240 plus negative 32x plus x squared would be one way to write that. Now, that was part A. Part B tells us to find the area of the gold foil if x equals 3. So that part, we're going to say the area is 240 plus negative 32 times 3 plus 3 squared. So that's 240. Let's see, 32 times 3 is 96, so plus negative 96 plus 9. And now we just need to simplify 240 plus negative 96 is 144, plus 9 is 153. So that's 153 square inches. Okay, and then part C tells us to find a country that uses this pattern as its flag, and I will leave that to you.